black beans and asparagus. I'm always looking for a green and something that has a lot more sort of like flavorful punch than some of the other dishes on the table, and I always fall back on this one. Salty, earthy, loaded with umami, sweet Chinese style, insane deliciousness, all wrapped up in one super easy recipe. What I want to do with the asparagus is I want to make sure that I have these beautiful tips, and the tips tend to cook a little faster than the rest of the asparagus. So the first thing that I want to do is cut my tips off. Place those on the platter. And I want to cut these at an angle, but I want to do so in about 1/2-inch lengths. And the reason is they'll look more attractive on the plate because you see they have that beautiful white inside. So you get these wonderful sort of repetitive ovaloid shapes in the heart of the asparagus. So we have our asparagus at the ready, and of course when we're wok cooking, we want to have our mise en place super, super tight because things are going to happen really, really, really fast. A really, really wonderful ingredient that I cook with a lot, fermented Chinese black beans. These are fresh, soft black beans. I'm pouring some sake over there so that we can pull some of that black bean saltiness out into this dish and spread that black bean flavor without adding too much salty black bean intensity. I'm actually going to squirt a little bit of sesame oil, not a lot, I just want a little bit of that flavor, maybe a teaspoon. The reason that I'm doing it is I want to add all my liquid ingredients at once. I've cut these in such a way that my tips and my slices from the center of the asparagus are all going to cook equally at the same time. This has got a lot of porous open space in there. This is very dense, so even though they're different sizes, they're going to cook at the same speed. My wok is almost hot enough. It's been preheating on medium-high, and I'm now turning it on to high, and we're going to make this dish. It's going to happen very, very fast, so stay with me. Oil. Start at the top of your wok and let the oil sink to the bottom. You'll get nice coverage that way. In goes my chilies and my garlic. The chilies will blacken immediately on one side. My ginger goes in. My sugar goes in. Asparagus goes in and immediately stops those other elements from scorching. Wok tools. And you see the wok is just a giant piece, in this case of stainless, that convects the heat upward, and that heat is in the metal up to the side, so I'm spreading my asparagus and let them all get that wonderful sort of charry wok flavor that comes across in all great wok dishes. Take a look at my chili. There's the side that hit the oil. That's that smoky chili intensity that we want to have in our dish. And you can already see after only about 30 seconds, our asparagus starting to turn bright green. Now, I'm not worried about this cooking all the way through because we add our liquid seasonings. It's going to accelerate the cooking process because of the steam factor. But I usually give one toss and spread them out again. A little bit of sesame seed. Throw in about half of our scallion. We'll use half cooked scallion in this dish and half raw scallion. And in the time it takes for those liquid seasonings to evaporate, this dish will be done. Now that is almost entirely evaporated. I'm just combining this to give those black beans a chance to roast a little bit and that sesame oil a chance to roast a little bit. A little bit of fresh scallion. I have some red chili sitting there. Wok-tossed asparagus with black bean sauce. What a great showstopper of a dish.